Hey guys, what's up? It's MatchPoint here, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips and tricks for IQ. Now, this is part of the series that we started last week, and if the support continues like this, then we will keep it coming. So if you do find this video useful, consider dropping a like on the video. If there are any topics that you would like me to cover next, or if you have a specific topic that you are struggling with and would like me to cover it, then comment it down below so I know to do them. If you are new around here, welcome, and I hope you enjoy the video, so let's get on into it. Now, the very first trick for IQ is that on the map Oregon, IQ can actually take out all of the cameras on the map without having to actually step inside the building. This is actually possible, and she can take them out via shooting through the barricades on the windows and various other places without having to step a foot inside that building. And the fact that this is possible makes the defenders' lives a misery, as they haven't got any intel to go off and they don't know where you'll be coming through. Now, another quick tip that will actually relate to this trick is that you should probably tell your teammates at the start of the round, if you have picked IQ and you're playing in a 5-stack, to leave the barricades closed for maybe a certain amount of time, just so that you can take out the defenders' gadgets, as when them barricades are closed, it can provide some sort of cover to take out gadgets. Whether you decide to go with this strategy or not will probably depend on your team's game plan, as it's a very safe way and quick way of taking out defenders' gadgets. Now, in regards to this Oregon trick, I'm sure this is possible on some other maps. Maybe you can take out 75% of the cameras without having to actually take a foot inside the building. Now we will be moving on to tip number 2. Now, the second tip is that IQ can actually see when defenders are defusing the bomb. Now, when defenders go to defuse the bomb, they actually take out an electronic gadget, so it makes sense for IQ to be able to see this. Now, this is a very handy feature to have, as if your team have gone and planted the diffuser and you are playing as IQ. Well, what you can actually do is either go above or below where the bomb has been planted, as long as there is a soft floor between you. Then you can hold your electronic scanner out and wait for that diffuser to go and pop up. Now the defender is trying to defuse the bomb, and you can actually go ahead and take out your AR when switching from your pistol and go ahead and kill them. Now, this may not work all the time, because there's not always going to be a soft floor between where you and you have planted the bomb are. So what you can do is head into a different room and take out your IQ electronic scanner. Then you can go and hold it up of where the bomb has been planted and simply wait for that diffuser to pop up. Now you know that defender is fusing, so you can go round the other room and take them out. Bearing in mind there might actually be a soft wall between you and the diffuser, so you can then go and take out your AR and shoot through the wall, as it doesn't always have to be below or above the bomb. Now we will be moving on to the third tip. Now, the third tip is that actually Dokkaebi and IQ are a fantastic pairing. Now, with Dokkaebi being given frag grenades recently, she makes herself a fantastic operator, and her pick rate has definitely seen a rise. Now, if you don't actually know this, when Dokkaebi goes ahead and calls the defenders, if IQ takes her electronic scanner out, she can actually go ahead and see when they are answering the call. When the defender goes ahead and takes his phone out to go and answer the call and stop the ringing, IQ can actually take her electronic scanner out, and she'll be able to see that defender go on his phone, which will ultimately reveal their position. Now, this overall brings a lot of intel to your team, with Dokkaebi already revealing their position slightly by that noise from the phone, and then IQ can go ahead and reveal their exact location. Now we'll be moving on to tip number 4. This is again a similar concept to the previous tip. When defenders actually go on their cameras to go and have a look at the various intel that they have, well, IQ is actually able to see them when they do this. With IQ's electronic detector, she can actually see whereabouts the defenders are based off this device that they pull out when they go on their cameras. Now, for however long the player decides to spend on the camera, IQ can see them. Now, remember, you aren't actually going to be seeing their whole body position, you're going to be seeing their phone, which will state where they are. Now, this can be very handy when you have defenders such as Maestro playing against you, when they might spend a longer time on the camera than a usual defender was, because they have their evil eyes. Now we're going to be moving on to the final tip. Tip number 5. Now, if you haven't already checked out my 5 tips and tricks on Vigil, well, there's a tip over there that actually also applies to IQ. Now, this is a fairly common tip, but some people actually don't know this. When Vigil goes ahead and activates his ability, his ERC7, IQ can actually go ahead and see that because he has gone and activated an electronic. which ultimately reveals his position to IQ. And that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you have all enjoyed. If you did, or you found this video useful, then make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more tips and tricks like this. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.